In this video, we're diving into how to actually improve your GoHighLevel website's SEO. Not just the usual surface level stuff, but practical steps that you can take to help your site show up better on Google. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build your first website and grow it without getting overwhelmed by all the tech jargon and endless tools available to you. So if you've ever launched a GoHighLevel website and thought, okay, great, but why isn't anyone finding this on Google? Then this video is for you. We'll break it all down and give you some simple steps to make your site easier to find. Let's get into it. Why SEO matters for GoHighLevel sites. Let's start with the obvious here. It doesn't matter how good your landing page looks or how slick your funnel is. If no one can find it, it's not doing much for you. And here's the thing. A lot of GoHighLevel users focus so much on funnels and automations that SEO gets left behind. But SEO is still one of the most powerful ways to bring in consistent traffic without paying for ads. Even if your goal is to generate leads from social media or paid campaigns, organic search is like the bonus round. You do the work once and your content can bring in new visitors every week without spending a dime. The tricky part is that GoHighLevel wasn't originally built with SEO as its main focus. So there are a few extra things that you need to do to get your pages showing up on search engines. Setting the right page titles and descriptions. So first things first, if you don't already have a GoHighLevel account, you can go ahead and click the link down below in the description, which will bring you to this page right here, where you can go ahead and get a free 14-day trial. So you can go ahead and try it out, get all your SEO right, and then upgrade to a paid plan. Link down in the description below so you can follow along with this video. All right, let's start with your page titles and meta descriptions. Now, when someone searches for something on Google, what do they see? Your page title, the big bold blue link, and the little description underneath it. That's your chance to get them to click. Now in GoHighLevel, you can edit your page title and meta description inside the funnel or website builder. It's under the SEO metadata section. So if you leave these blank, then GoHighLevel might just autofill them with whatever is on your page, and that's usually not a good thing. A strong page title should clearly describe what the page is about, include a keyword that people are actually searching for, and be under 60 characters so that it doesn't get cut off. For your meta description, you want to give people a reason to click. Use a sentence or two that sounds natural and includes one or two keywords. So to go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and log in to GoHighLevel here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just click on create blog real quick. And I'll just create one from a template here so it looks somewhat nice. And we'll go ahead and maybe select this roofing agency here, because why not? And we'll go ahead and select continue, and it's gonna go ahead and just do its thing and create it, make it look all nice and pretty for us while we just sit back and relax. So now we've got some different blogs here. So let's go ahead and we'll click on here. Now what'll be nice about this is that it'll go ahead and it'll show some of this stuff for us. So up here, this is where we have our blog title, and this is what is going to get shown there as the title. Now if we click on that update settings, we can come here to this URL slug, which is also important. But then over here on the right hand side, we have SEO metadata. Now this is for a blog post, but a blog post is essentially just another page on your website. So this works like any other page on your website. So here we have a little preview of what this will look like. So we have our title, and again, that's the title of our blog post. We have this alt text for the cover image, and we have a post description. Preventative roof maintenance saves money by addressing issues early, ensuring long-term durability. Now the reason that this was all put together so nicely was because this came with the template. But again, when you're doing this, this might just be blank, or it might just be pulled in from your article, which may or may not be a good thing. So this is where you want to make sure you have your information correct. Use real headings, not just big text. Now, a common mistake that I see all the time is using large text to make something look like a headline, but it's not actually set as an H1 or an H2 in the back end. Search engines don't care about how big or small your text is. They care about how it's tagged. So in GoHighLevel, make sure your main headline on a page is actually set as an H1. You can do this by clicking on the text box, then choosing the right heading tag from the drop down. Use just one H1 per page. That should be the main focus of the content. Then use H2 and H3 tags to break up sections. It helps Google understand what your content is about and how it's organized. If your page is just a wall of text with no real structure, then Google doesn't know where to focus. So adding proper headings settings makes it easier for both visitors and search engines to scan and understand your content. Custom URLs that actually say something. Now, another easy SEO win, clean up your URLs. When you create pages in GoHighLevel, it often gives you URLs like /page-1 or /thank-u-1. That doesn't tell Google or your visitors anything useful. Instead, go in and edit those slugs. Make them match the content on the page. If it's a page offering a free quote, make the URL something like /free-quote or /insurance-quote-California. Short, clear, and keyword focused. That's what you want. It's also good for people. If someone shares your link, you want it to look like something trustworthy and relevant, not a random auto-generated page. So again, to edit that, we'd come into here to update settings if we're looking at a blog post like this. And this is where we go ahead and update the URL slug here. So again, maybe this is a page for insurance quotes. So maybe say insurance-quotes-get-yours. Something like that. You know, again, this says something not only to Google, but also to your visitors. Writing actual page content. Now this is a big one, and honestly, one that most people skip. Search engines rely on text to figure out what your page is about. So even if your entire funnel is just meant to get someone to book a call, you still need some real content on the page. That could be a few short paragraphs about what you offer, who it's for, why it matters, and what action they should take. For example, let's go ahead and look at my sales page for Notion template that I sell on my website. Okay, so this actually wasn't the example I was looking for. So I actually have a coaching page where you can go ahead and here is a video kind of explaining what it is about, but then you can go ahead and scroll down and you have all this information, which is really good for SEO tips. Adding alt text to images. This one's small but important. Every image on your site can have something called alt text, and the alt is short for alternative. It's just a short description of what's in the image. Now, Google uses this to understand your visuals, especially since it can't see images the way that we do. GoHighLevel lets you add alt text by clicking on an image and editing the settings. So instead of leaving it blank or writing something generic like image-1, use something descriptive. It's not just good for SEO, it also helps make your site more accessible to people using screen readers. So again, as we kind of mentioned earlier, we have this alt text here for the cover image of this article where it says preventative roof maintenance for long-term savings, and it's a guy fixing a roof. Mobile optimization and page speed. So more than half of all searches happen on a phone. So if your site doesn't load fast or look right on mobile, that's a problem. GoHighLevel pages are generally mobile friendly by default, but it's still worth double checking. Inside the editor, use the mobile preview and make sure everything looks clean. Check that buttons aren't cut off, text isn't overlapping, and the layout feels easy to use. And then there's page speed. Slow loading pages don't just frustrate people, they also rank worse on Google. Keep things simple, avoid stacking too many videos, images, pop-ups, or animations on one page. Compress large images before uploading them. And if you embed YouTube videos, consider turning off autoplay or using preview thumbnails. Connecting Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Now this part isn't just about SEO, it's about tracking how your SEO is doing. So if you're serious about improving your site's visibility, then set up both Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Analytics will show you how people are using your site, what pages they visit, how long they stay, where they drop off. Search Console tells you how your site is performing on Google, what keywords you're showing up for, how often people click, and whether Google is even indexing your pages. Now to connect these, you'll need to add a little verification code or tag to your site. In GoHighLevel, you can do this in the settings under custom scripts or header code. It's just a copy and paste job from Google. Creating a blog or resource page. Now, if you really want to build organic traffic over time, this is a game changer. Create a blog. Now, I know GoHighLevel isn't the best blogging platform out there, but even a basic resources or tips section can really go a long way. Now, here's why it matters. Google loves content that answers questions, so each post becomes its own little entry point into your website. And if they're optimized properly with a good title, heading, structure, and some internal links, they can start bringing in traffic. You don't have to post every day. Just start with a few useful pieces that match what your audience is searching for. SEO on GoHighLevel is possible. Look, GoHighLevel isn't WordPress. It doesn't have a built-in SEO plugin or a huge blogging backend. But that doesn't mean you're stuck. If you take the time to write real content, structure your pages clearly, add proper metadata, and connect the right tools, you can absolutely get your GoHighLevel pages ranking on Google. Now, if you want to get started with GoHighLevel, we've got that link for you down in the description where you can get a free free 14-day trial. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, discuss domain names, and so much more. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.